cycles, and today's lesson is about the breath and about all structures that participate in our breath. And we will start with the nose. We will just do 4 cycles of full inhale. When we're gonna be inhaling in the nose, we will make sure that we inhaling without this happening. So our shoulders for sure are down, and our breath is located not only front and back but also sides. What we're going to do, and we're going to start with when we are taking a breath, our nostrils go apart, but we will help our body. And right here you're gonna take your nostril and very lightly you're gonna help more inhale to appear. So inhale and full exhale. Make sure that only chest is changing position, not your shoulders. Your shoulders are lifting because your chest are lifting. Exhale, fully exhale. And now you're gonna place your hand right here where your ribs are finishing and your underjaw, and feel what's happening with your diaphragm and with your diaphragm of the mouth when you inhale and you exhale. Your tongue, when you inhale, goes up, but it goes up relaxed. It doesn't go up like, there is a difference between having a tongue like when your whole neck participate and having your tongue just be there as relaxed muscle. We're gonna do another 4 cycles of the breath and feel if there is a suction feeling happening when you inhale, and also see what's happening with this area. Inhale fully, almost when you already have that vacuum feeling in or nauli feeling, if you're familiar with the practice, with the belly practice, when you fully exhale and you have the vacuum inside. Or you can just exhale fully, and when you feel like you don't, you exhale and you will feel like that tube that you breathing through is moving, is shrinking, is enlarging. You might feel different feelings. Another 2. I exhaled, and this is the reserved exhale. I also grow from the top of my head. Again, this is a vacuum feeling. If you've never done vacuum, or if you have, you know that you have a chronic inflammation in the stomach and you're in a period, it's not recommended. You just exhale fully, feel how everything here is shrinked and you growing from the top of your head. Let's do 2 more times and see what's happening with your underjaw. Make sure that your back, if you can't do this, or if you feel pain when you have your tongue on the upper palate, most likely you're in this position when your head is too forward. So always sit down, feeling the back of the room. Let's go 2 more times. Now we're gonna do inhale, exhale, and vacuum. If you've never done vacuum, naoli, it's when you inhale, then you exhale, and when you feel like you exhaled everything, you create a vacuum inside. If you've never done it, just exhale and try to compress your abs with growing up. So not just having your hips and you like straining your abs, but more here, like you're trying to close the corset here. Imagine that your abs are the corset and when you exhale, you corset it down. That's number one. Number two, we will be feeling what's happening with the underjaw and this area. And when you exhale, when you vacuum, you do gonna hold it for 4 or 5 seconds and grow with your bone structures up, making sure that you're staying up. And once you've on 4 seconds of holding, you decide, are you gonna take inhale on you, or you're going to do a slight tilt. And let's see how it's happening. We're gonna inhale, exhale. I exhaled everything. Now I'm vacuuming. I can't talk. Holding for 5 seconds. Tilting. Again, as long as you can, 5 times is more than enough. I was able just to do 3, but we will repeat this. And now with the tilt, we're gonna do a little tilt towards 45 degrees. Towards 45 degrees. We're going to explore all of the range of the motion while we having this function, while we're having everything under the. Also exhale. If you can hold your breath, don't hold your breath, just do a good stretch with us. Inhale, exhale. Immediately is a side that, by the way, it take inhale very nicely, right? This could be too much for somebody. The side that is feeling very tight, you will feel different feeling. The side that is feeling tight, this is the side that you need to work, perhaps not with the superficial muscles, but with the deeper muscles. This is one that feels tight. So we did this, now we're gonna go forward. We're not gonna go back, just a little bit. We're not gonna go all the way back. We're gonna go like this. Next exercise, we're going to be massaging this part of our stomach, really lifting our front line and releasing the breath. So somewhere where your ribs are, somewhere where you feel there is cartilage, and here's your stomach would be, you start making a fold without idea of like bringing it away to the camera, but with the idea making sure that the fold is soft and there is no painful situations. You're going to walk all over your ribs right here. Take inhale, take deep breaths, just making sure. Now switch your hands like this when you have your big thumbs on the bottom, and start lifting, like you're lifting this up, like you're lifting right here, like you're going, we're gonna go into the chest rolls, and you're trying to lift this tissue. Especially focus your top of the fibers of rectus abdominis right here. Don't poke yourself, you are scooping it up. You are scooping this up. You can play with your hips. Make sure that you're sitting on your sitting bones, but you can tilt your hips like this to find the neutral. Now is a good time to look for a hip neutral. Once you feel like the tissue is at least warm, and you already have lifted it with the fast vibration, now you're gonna lift it very slow, more fascially. Try not to lean too much into the posterior tilt. Lift. One of my hands goes, obviously cannot show you everything, girls, here, and continue lifting. Here is again 2 hands, and I'm imagining that I'm wearing a wetsuit that I'm pushing towards the back. One more time like this, and then we're going into the chest rolls. Let the tissue be pliable, but imagine it's one part of the thing. And now one part of the tissue, one part of the suit. Now you're gonna start lifting your chest. Make sure that you make a good fold. You can turn your head a little bit, especially when you get up. If everything feels very gluey, you can massage on one spot and then try to pick it up. You can warm it up. You can use some warm, I don't know, put it on the towel heater, some warm socks, or you can try with the ball first. Great. Now we're going to go into the chest muscle. So with a very, very soft but precise motion, you're going to be massaging right here up to this. You see how I'm going? Right here, lifting your hand up to this. One more time. Very good. Now already the shoulder. Let's go. Start lifting so your bicep is more stretched. One more time. Now you see how my t-shirt and majority of the t-shirts finish right here. Imagine this is my scapula, not imagine, this is my scapula, trust me. And here you have a little bit of the pocket. You see, if I would be going not towards my back, but I would slide in. Imagine I'm sliding in here. So right now, relax your hand and try to slide in there. Try to slide in there. It will be tight. So you're going to be lifting your arm and slide in there very superficial. You're not trying to go deep. You are trying to slide just as half of your nail. We're working with the latissimus dorsi. It is superficial muscle. You trying to slide in, but you are not trying to go under your scapula, which is probably also a good place to check what's there. But right now, we are just, imagine latissimus dorsi as thick, a little bit thicker as my thick t-shirt. So it is this depth. And right now you have your hand like this. Inhale, and like you're trying to move the tissue and your hand is lifting. Make sure that your shoulder is not overlifted, and like this, lift, 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 like this, you see? And now you can start moving your head away. Like this, turning. Now second side, relax. First relax. You can shake it a little bit, feel new feelings. And now this side, lift. Couple first lifts and then we're gonna start turning. Sometimes is this superficial muscle that is over tight. Now turning your head. And by lifting, now we're gonna release our ribs. Have one hand. Your ribs, first of all, start palpating yourself and understand that the ribs have different angles. They are not like this, they are a little bit like this. Your finger will be in between the ribs. Yes, you are not going to be fully in, but you will feel the bony structures. Then when you're going to inhale, you're going to feel how it's this distance between the ribs change. And when you exhale, the ribs will want to go down and you're not going to go let the upper rib go down. Here's how it looks. Now here, make sure that your chest and this area is very open. How you make sure? Bring your hand like this, arrive here and just make sure that it's not here, your shoulder is not here, your shoulder is there. How to make sure? You lift your shoulders, you drop your shoulders, and your elbow, you imagine it going this way. You don't imagine it going this way, you imagine it going that way. And right now we start with not the lowest ribs, we don't need, but with somewhere near the bra area. You're going to place the whole finger, because we will probably need to go a little bit on the back as well. So we go like this, pretty position of the shoulder, and inhale, exhale. Don't let the rib go down. Inhale, and the shoulder doesn't move, only chest moves. I move a little bit towards the back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. My hand is lifting it. Of course, there is some area that's gonna go down, but I am trying to lift it. Even if I show you, I'm not so skinny to see my ribs, but maybe you will understand the idea. Here's my other rib. Let me do it like this. I'm inhaling. I'm making sure that my shoulder is correct. I'm inhaling. I'm holding, imagine I'm here. I'm holding my rib, and then I'm exhaling. And I'm still holding my rib. But I'm doing this with the finger. It's just not going to be noticeable for you. Like this, with my finger. And another one. I'll put my clothes on back. And now I'm going into the area of the bra. And of course, it is important to feel your breast there, right? Inhale, make sure that your elbow in the correct position, even if it's not sitting here, but your shoulder is open. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You find trigger spots, and this is where you do more releases. Good. Now take a second. You understand this is type of exercise that can, if you've never done it and the area is all glued up, you know, you have 12 pairs of ribs, so it can take a while. Please stop this video and continue. Inhale, put your body in the correct position, relax your hand, and let's go. Oh, exhale. I go further. Exhale. I go higher. Very good. I'm putting as much as my finger fits. And I'm feeling my breath. And not only the breath, but also I'm keeping my ribs higher that I found them. I'm gonna go a little bit here because I don't think I went that high. Very good. Take a second. You might have a feeling of the need to touch on the back, because on the back also ribs that we cannot fully reach. So just move your back, move towards the sides, take inhale, and realize how much more space. Now we are working on the trapezes. This same hand will be pulling the shoulder down, remember, not like this, but somewhere neutral towards this. And you're going to be pushing your wetsuit, your fascial wetsuit this way. And while this hand is giving the slack of the tissue. So this is the motion. This hand is giving the slack of the tissue, and this hand is pushing the tissue towards the back, especially interested in this area. So I'm giving it a slack and like this. A slack, and this allows me to roll the tissues, the layers in between, and also send the trapezius towards this side. Now again, this hand will be giving it directional, and this hand will be giving it a slack 3-4 times. A little bit more, let's do it. Very good. Now we're going towards the side of the sternocleidomastoid. Place your hand like this, and with this motion, you're going to be going behind the sternocleidomastoid and take the tissue, like you giving the tissue towards this hand. And this hand is holding it. Keep giving it and you hold it. Now you're making sure that your sternocleidomastoid, you see the edge. Now holding the tissue, a little bit of tissue slide here, and with your tongue you're gonna go this way, and this way. Make sure that you don't shift your jaw too much, so it's not like this. Like you're not trying to go all the way, just a little bit. You compress in here, we're stretching the front part of platysma and giving it a little bit of the height. Make sure that your shoulder is down. Hold for 3 seconds at each of the spot. Relax. Very good. Now you go on the second side. First, we go into the end of sternocleidomastoid. The whole length, especially near the bone. Then 10 seconds tongue hold, 3 seconds here, 3 seconds on the neutral, and 3 seconds down. You hold it. Let's go. 3 tenths here and Very good. Very good. Just a little bit of the scalp massage. Relax your hands. Now, right this area, right here near our throat, this is, you see, this is a cartilage, we can move it, and right where the cartilage finish, right here, with this scooping motion, you're going to start scooping it this way, like this. While this hand is holding it here, lowering your shoulder. So tilt your head and start scooping. Your mouth is smiling. Not like this when you have big folds, but just so you don't scoop this way, okay? Light smile. Second side, pre-tense, right here. Now have your hands, place it here, and imagine you're opening your underjaw and take a really deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel how your underjaw moves and how, because of this move, you can pull and collect a little bit more fluid. Very good. Light in opening. Make sure that your shoulders are standing. Now you're gonna have your now we're gonna take our ear, this one and this one, and massage it, making it soft. Now while pull your ear back, look a little bit above horizon and slightly open your jaw. Hold it for 10 seconds. Relax. Now behind the ear is the same scooping motion on top of your sternocleidomastoid. Just like this. Now have your hand right here, and you're going to start lifting this tissue on one side by tilting your head towards the side and collecting all what you can collect. Very light finger touch, barely moving fingers. Right here, once you collected it and you holding it, you're gonna place your hand this way and you hold. Relax. Then again, start collecting while you're making side motion. Very light, you're not moving all range, you just a little bit collecting. Then you hold for 5 seconds. And then you turn towards the front, you lower in your head, and you feel how this, you're not compressing it like this, you're holding, the tissue is on your fingers. Now you open in this part, I'm interested in this part, you open it like this, and this finger, so this opens and almost pulls it towards this, but don't make anything like this. This opens like this, and a little bit away, like you're trying to open this path. And with this finger, you working on the edge of the masseter, just like this. Again, open, make sure it's comfort like this. You can blow your cheek so you feel that perfect edge. And again, open. And relax. Second side, open. Blow your cheek. Open. You don't even need to go all the way, just here, just the edge. Oh my god. And relax. Now, as a bonus for the eyebrow, now place your hand right here, lower your head, have your hands together, and then like opposite magnets, they open in this part. And again, have your hands, lower your head, like opposite magnets, they open in. Let them go deep, and then open. Second side, deep, deep magnets, open, lift. Deep, deep magnets, let it tilt, straight, and open. Tilt, straight, open. And the last one, we're gonna do the same in between the eyebrow. So the idea that our muscles right here, there is a orbicularis oculi, and there is an eye muscle, and there's those fibers that they are connected and they are one coming from each other, but we want to separate them. We don't really separate inside of the eyebrow. So you go and you don't need to go all the way. You understand? Your eyebrow is small and you want to make it bigger. Like you're trying to, was like this, and you just want to open it up. You don't need to go all the way and make it stretch like this. You just go inside, you wait, you weigh your head, and then you open. It's 1 millimeter. You wait and then you open. And again, place my hand, I place another hand, I wait. How do I know that I am on the bone? My fingers will become white, my nail bed. And then I move very barely. Here again, very small move. What I need to know is that I'm almost on the bone. I'm not pressing in, I'm waiting for it to melt in. Good, the eyebrows almost need to become more wider, less shrinked. Now the last exercise, we're going to take our first knuckles, we're gonna place them here, and while you're making the set face, you're gonna massage with your knuckles, but more like sideways. You don't move on the skin, just massaging it here. Feel the motion. You see here that would happen, so I'm placing the knuckles right there, or right a little below, and massaging. While making that face, so I feel where the impulse goes. Yeah. While these fingers gonna go down like this, hold the chin down. So make a face, hold the chin down, and the index fingers, they massage. And softly lift. Feel numb. You should feel numbness. When you smile, this should be smoother. You can repeat the last exercise one more time. Take inhale. Don't forget to open all of your ribs, all of your external intercostals. And I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Great job.